YouTube says it has had enough of vaccine misinformation on its site.
And false stories from phony sites to run circles around major news outlets.
Many people don't know the difference between something real and something created to deceive them.
Open your eyes.
If you've ever had this feeling that something was terribly wrong with the world that we live in, but you couldn't figure out just what it was, then you've come to the right place. Secret societies, mystery religions, and the Illuminati have been controlling our reality since the beginning of time. But not anymore, because there is an awakening happening, and you are about to become a part of it. Wake up, because this is a call for an uprising.
This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. Demi Lovato, right out of Disney's CIA operative mind control programming, as they obviously did mind control on all those Disney stars who are all now major influencers, who all have the same political ideologies, who are all brainwashing the youth out there. Demi Lovato is back, and I have to be very careful how I speak in this video, because apparently exposing signs and symbols now is, some type of bullying. So I want to make it clear I'm not bullying Demi Lovato, excuse me. I'm simply just covering the lyrics of the song and the articles that are out there by People Magazine. And if I get a strike, then I guess People should get a strike too if they have a YouTube channel. So Demi Lovato has a new song called Swine. I know what you're thinking. Demi Lovato wrote a song about herself or himself? No, I'm just kidding. Of course, Demi Lovato, who, as everybody out there knows, like I said, out of the Disney mind control programming, is, I want to make clear, because I don't want to mispronounce anyone's pronouns. I know how offensive that can be. Demi Lovato is a they, as in they are legion. What pronouns? Legion? I don't know. A they, and is also non-binary. So anyone out there, if you comment on the video, make sure you use the proper pronouns on this channel, because we only use the proper pronouns in today's insane asylum. Did I say insane asylum? Excuse me. This world's normal, isn't it? Whew. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, before I get into Demi, and you need to hear the lyrics of this song, I want to remind everyone to check out the website at callforanuprising.com. Over there is exclusive uncensored content. I put up a video recently about The Flash. That video was removed in an hour. This is something that, has become par for the course for my life here on YouTube, is that I constantly am being censored for telling truth. I am not saying anything bad. I am not cursing. I'm not showing vulgarity. I'm not showing nudity, which is probably the reason that my channel isn't promoted. But over on the website, the forum itself is worth the price of admission. It's $2.99 a month. It's 10 cents a day. There are no trolls. It keeps the trolls out. It keeps any type of horrible posts from being put up over there. Everything that's posted is very, very important in our learning process of learning what's going on in the world. There's a lot of like-minded people over there, so it's definitely worth it. Check it out if you haven't. At the very least, go over there and sign up for free videos. By clicking on free videos and submitting your email, you will be emailed and notified of where I'm uploading, so we never lose touch. Because what they want to do is disconnect us from one another. That's one of the reasons they terminate the channels. Not just because of truth. They want to disconnect and make sure all of us are lost and you can't find my content and we can't interact. So by doing that, it's a way to get around their nonsense. I'll have your email. I'll be able to email you, mass email, and you'll be able to know where I'm uploading, what I'm uploading, as well as other stuff going on the website. And again, I have a new video up about the train derailment in the Yellowstone River. Conveniently, of course, as they continue to attack our water supply. The Yellowstone River supplies the water for Billings in Montana, which is the largest populated area in Montana. So how convenient, just like we saw at the Ohio River, the Mississippi River, the Delaware River, we're seeing our water supplies attacked. And what are they talking about on TV and on the news? Well, they're talking about if men can have babies. So you tell me if there isn't something going on here where people are completely distracted with nonsense while our government is sabotaging the most important thing possible to humans living, which would be food and water. So check that out over the website. And again, I will probably get a strike in this video, so please make sure, if you haven't yet, at the very least, subscribe to my other channel. It is linked below. Please do that now. I ask everybody out there to please do that. Do me that favor. If you enjoy the content, you don't want to join the site, you don't want to be a patron, that's perfectly fine. But please subscribe to my other channel now if you haven't. So let's get into Demi. Again, they, them, pronouns. Don't mispronounce Demi, okay? Let's just look at a few symbols before we look at the ridiculousness of the song. Demi holding a heart over Demi's eye. Why? Well, Demi is a worshiper of the Antichrist. All these people are. Okay, the heart symbol, the love symbol you constantly see is about tolerance. It's about acceptance. They want to brainwash Christians into being lukewarm. They want to brainwash everybody else out there into thinking they're being good people when what they're doing is promoting sin. They are promoting what is just absolute abomination in God's eyes. So the love movement, of course, holding the hand over the eye. No surprise, they always do the all-seeing eye symbol, especially these Disney mind-controlled zombies that they... that Disney produces right out of the Central Intelligence Agency. If you're not familiar with Disney and what it's really about, and the Mickey Mouse Club, why do you think all the celebrities come out of there? Why do you think Justin Timberlake, Britney Spears, Shia LaBeouf, a lot of them have mental breakdowns? Because they're all groomed at a young age. They are all mind-controlled. They are all trained in this. They all have the same politics. They all have the same job, and that is to influence the youth. That's what their job is, to control the behavior of the youth, to mold them and mold their perceptions of what these elites want people to be, what the New World Order wants them to be, and how they want them to behave, and how they want them to fall in line and fall in place. It's one of the reasons they've gotten hate speech pushed across is they've used these celebrities to convince the youth out there that hate speech is a real thing, and that's how they've begun censoring our society. It's working according to plan, and you can blame these people. You could blame the Demi Lovato's of the world. So Demi, of course, has the monarch tattoo butterfly right on Demi's neck. Why wouldn't they? They all have it. They all artists. They all have album covers with butterflies on them. I guess they all love butterflies. They have butterfly farms, right? We see the monarch butterfly over and over. Name a celebrity, Google their name, a female artist. You will find them with a monarch butterfly for the most part, every single one. From Beyonce to Rihanna to Britney Spears to Christina Aguilera to Katy Perry to Miley Cyrus, the virus to Lady Barfbag. They all do it. That's because this is how they communicate, through signs and symbols. They're letting everyone out there know that they are all under control from handlers who are the people pretty much controlling our society. These people are not even human at this point. They make no decisions on their own. They are puppets of the elite, and they do it for fame and fortune. Some of them are born into it with no choice. A lot of them who have parents who are celebrities, those are the ones I'm speaking of. So you have the Dancing with the Devil as well. I just covered Kesha. That video is available on the website as well. Kesha has an album, Dancing with the Devil. They all do. Anyone get suspicious that they all have albums and songs called Magic and they all have albums and songs talking about dancing with the devil? Nobody seems suspicious. Then, of course, Demi laying on top of a cross. Demi is supposed to portray a Christian in today's society, of course. A lot of these celebrities like Katy Perry come out and claim to be Christian so that the Christian parents let their kids watch and listen to them because like, oh, Katy Perry's a Christian. She grew up in the church. Oh, Demi Lovato has a cross on her tattoo on her finger. She must be a Christian. Witches use the cross as well. It's a symbol that is used in Wicca and paganism. These people are not Christian. Madonna always uses the cross. Okay, they are deceivers. They want parents out there to let their kids watch and listen to them so they can influence their behavior, thus leading them down into the bottomless pit. So the song Swine, again, I mean, I guess it makes sense to write a song about yourself. But Demi Lovato, what else would she be singing or they be singing about other than abortion, right? Because it's such a big issue because suddenly, instead of talking about abortion as far as, well, you probably shouldn't have sex, if you're not married and you don't want kids or, no, they want it to be about your body, your choice. But then when it comes to a certain something else, which I was one of the first people to talk about it and use that line when it all first started happening with the outbreak, when it comes to your body, your choice, it's only about the slaying of a child. But when it comes to putting certain things in your body, well, it's not your choice. Huh? Yeah, that's how these people think. It's completely ridiculous that people actually have fallen in line with this, but they actually, the libertarians, what do they call themselves? The woke movement, the brain dead movement. These people actually believe that, well, it's different when it comes to putting something in your body you want to put in your body because the government has told them to. They don't realize that they're communists and they're just following orders. So Demi, I'm going to read you some of these unbelievable lyrics, but the song is about pro-choice. Of course, it's an attack on Christianity, as you'll hear in the lyrics, mocking of the Last Supper, etc., etc. So let's look here real quick here at Demi Lovato's lyrics. You will not believe some of the lyrics. It's so ridiculous. It says, God forbid I want to suck whatever the blank I want to. God forbid I want to F whoever the F I want. And if he, what's the proper word? Something comes out of his, his or her penis, right? Be politically correct here. It says, I guess I gotta be a mother. So if the guy, I guess she's forced to be a mother because if she wants to have sex, you shouldn't have repercussions about actually having a baby. Maybe say, hey, I probably shouldn't sleep with somebody because that's something that could be a consequence if I, or it could be a blessing depending on, if you're, if you're wicked or not, like these people are. So then she says, F what I think. I don't know a thing. The government knows my body. Oh, okay, right. But again, the government, so you're bringing the government in, but they know your body when it comes to what they should put in, but not when they, you know what I mean? It's pretty unbelievable how hypocritical it is. They don't want people to point this type of stuff out, by the way, because, if you start using your brain and you say, yeah, wait a minute, but the government was forcing this stuff on us, I can't go into detail here. I'm already going to get a strike, let's be real. But anyway, goes on to say, no, it's okay. It's better this way. I'm only a carbon copy. Wait, you're made of carbon? Huh. You're part of the climate change problem. Anyone thinking about that with carbon? No? Kids out there listening? Carbon? Right? They want to remove carbon. We have carbon emissions. Yeah, you're carbon. That's the emission they want to remove. So it goes on, they go on to say, even if I'm dying, they still try to stop me. My life, my voice, my rights, my choice. It's mine. Or I'm just swine. My blood, my loins, my lungs, my noise. It's mine. Or I'm just swine. Well, got that part right. But interesting. My rights, my choice. Right? My life, my voice, but not when it comes to something else. So then it goes on to say, listen to this. Picture your faith. Imagine your God and even your holy Bible. Thought she was Christian. Guess not, moms and dads, but they aren't looking deep enough into this stuff. So picture your faith, imagine your God and even your holy Bible is suddenly banned. Do you understand? ? Yeah, we do understand because you are trying to ban the Bible. And this is the agenda the government's pushing so that Bibles can be banned and Christianity can be outlawed. Why do you think they're pushing this Roe v. Wade and convincing people that it's Christians and Christians are a problem because Christians don't want babies to be killed? Oh, right. Because they want to ban Christianity and ban the Bible. What do you think the LGBT movement has to do? Oh, there's a certain book out there that forbids that. And these people are mean and hateful. We need to ban them, their book, because it's teaching hate. Oh, right. That's what's going on here. So they're preparing you for the banning of the Bible. We all know it's coming. The Bible even tells us this. Picture your faith again. Imagine your God and even your holy Bible suddenly banned. Do you understand? Goes on to say, now doesn't that sound entitled? So apparently Christians are entitled. So here's more seed planting for the Gen Z out there. Christians are entitled because, because we don't want you to kill a baby. Sure. It's your book, but it's my survival. So again, these are the seeds they're planting in the minds of kids out there. It's your book, but it's my survival. So more me, which again is part of this Gen Z movement. Me. They don't even know what they're standing outside cheering for when they're protesting the climate and all this stuff. Not realizing they're the climate that they want to get rid of. The carbon they want to get rid of. These people are so stupid. Now they're talking about, as if you're magically going to wake up pregnant one day, like you're just going to sleep. And again, I'm not talking, people are going to be like, well, didn't Jesus, Mary and Joseph get pregnant with Jesus without having, okay. But they're pretty much saying like, you're going to get pregnant from eating Taco Bell, which, you will feel pregnant after eating Taco Bell, no doubt about it, until of course 5 minutes later and you're on the bowl. But they're pretty much saying, they're taking the steps out of getting pregnant, right? And then of course they bring up things that are very rare issues that happen, like rape and incest and those things, which, are a different argument to be made about this stuff. But of course, we know there's millions of people who can't have kids, and there's plenty of people who would line up to adopt one. But we can't get into that. So it's your book, it's my survival. Goes on to say, ready? But we got to grow them, we got to raise them, we got to feed and bathe them, right? Saying that only the women, of course, are the ones that do this, even though we live in a society where most women have been brainwashed into thinking they need to get back to work 2 weeks after giving birth, or they're not a good woman in today's society because they've boosted their egos up to having to work instead of being parents. And of course, they make it seem like men don't want to raise the kids. And that is true with a lot of the lib men out there because they're very effeminate. But then says, if you won't, they call you a witch to burn at the stake in Salem. Thought by now they'd change, but we're still waiting. Those are the lines, right? So thought the Christians would change, we're still waiting. Yeah. Well, we know why this happened to witches throughout history, and hopefully, maybe we'll have another uprising. But the lyrics, how interesting, right? So they have to bathe them and raise them. But if a woman won't raise the kids, they call you a witch and want to burn you at the stake, right? Pretty interesting. And of course, referencing witches. They're not real or anything. Only every single song that comes out and gets promoted is about witches and witchcraft and glorifying it. But hey, that's just a conspiracy, right? About these people being witches. They love talking about Salem, by the way. I've done videos, of course, all removed, available on the website, all removed with the channels. But they talk about going back and pardoning these witches, people who have been witches, and changing history, because it's not fair 200 years ago someone was tried as a witch, because it's hateful. These are things that our government and our society care about, right? Interesting. They're not trying to victimize witches, are they? Oh, yeah, they are. Because the people who are victimized in today's society are the ones who are guilty of everything that's going on. And you can figure out who's victimized by just thinking to yourself who you can't question or talk bad about, okay? And it ain't Christians, because clearly it's promoted to go after Christians. That all the celebrities do. They mock Jesus, they mock Christians, they mock our book. They have songs like this that are pretty much planting seeds about banning the Bible, which is where we're headed, and crucifying Christians and persecuting Christians, et cetera, et cetera. So Demi Lovato, the song is Swine. I almost said Swine itself. The song is Swine. And again, this will likely get a strike because you can't speak against these people. They could speak about killing babies, but if you speak against them, it's hate speech. This is the world we live in. And they think that people like me are going to give up. And, well, no, that's not going to happen. You'll have to cut my tongue out to stop me. So everybody out there, please make sure, again, you subscribe to my other channel. Please make sure you join the website. At the very least, sign up for free videos. Demi Lovato, let everyone know about it. Swine. How ironic, right? That Demi Lovato's singing about swine. That's irony. Kids, if you don't know what irony is, that's it right there. I thank you for being here. Hope you're doing well, everybody. God bless you and your families.